Welcome to Flash CS6 Tutorial 3, Card Trick Part 3. It's a follow-up to the Tutorial 2, which was Card Trick Part 2, and that's what I have opened on my computer. When we left off, the blue cards were just being popped up in a position. Now what we have to do is flip those cards. I'd like to remind you at this time that this is a beginner's tutorial, meaning I go into some detail. I have the deck envelope closed, and now I'm going to make a folder envelope for the cards. So I'm selecting card 16, clicking on the new folder, calling it cards, C-A-R-D-S, and I'm using the same format. I'm going to click and put all those up in there. I have them all put in this envelope now. See that? They're all in that folder. And I'm going to come up to frame 121 right there, and in one motion go all the way down so that I have all these 16 layers. Right click, insert a keyframe. Do it again right here. Insert a keyframe. And at 138, I believe that's 138, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. One motion. Insert keyframe. And now on each of these one at a time, so I'm going to start with 16. It's position 16, that's that one there. I'm going to get my free transform tool. I know it with those blocks around it. Click, drag it down. Don't worry about that red one behind there. We're going to cover that up later on. Then click this frame, do the same thing. Come down to this one, card 15. Select this frame, and that's card 5. Do it there. Click here. Same thing. Select card position 14, which is this card here. Click here. I'll do one more with you. Then click here. You'll know you got the right card. And I'll do this last one here with you, which is this one. Select that frame. Pull it down. Select the last frame. Pull it down. And I'll stop, do the rest, and get back to you. I'll do these last two with you. I'm unlocking position 2, selecting this keyframe, putting card 3 down there, going to the end keyframe, bring it down here, unlocking card 1, position 1 rather, which is card 14, and now if I could scrub my plate here, press enter again. Oops, there they come out. And then they're flipping over. The blue ones are flipping up and flipping down. We just got to make these. I'm going to try something here. Let's try clicking here all the way down to here like this, and go right click classic tweens. Now, yep, see that? We did them all at once. Good. Now what we got to do is bring the red ones back up. So to get my action script, getting that fuzzy square, dragging that up, come down to the bottom, click that one, get the fuzzy square, drag that one up, so we know where that line is. I can close these off. I don't need to see these anymore for a while. Click off to the side, open the deck up. There's my deck of cards, and now we have to have the cards turn to the red and open up. So click right here. I don't need to carry these on now. These are the red ones. Look. See, these are the red ones. So click right here, which is frame 107, I believe. Click, drag right down in one motion. Insert a blank keyframe. Now, come up to this frame here, which is 107, I believe. Oh, no, it's 138. Click right here. All in one motion, drag it down to there. Insert blank keyframe. So now I don't have any, just my blues there. See that? Just my blues. We'll fix this here after with those reds in the background. So now we need the reds to open. So come back here. And I think somewhere here we already had them come down. That's where they're coming down. Right there is where they're coming down. And here's where they're getting small. So what we're going to do is make sure you can see all 16 layers, deck 16 to deck 1, all in one motion. Click here, drag it down, drag it all the way over, pick up that one keyframe there, right click, copy frames. So I'm copying all those frames where it's getting smaller. Okay, I'm just going up to here. You can scrub up here with this or this arrow. Go to this keyframe right here. Click on it, drag down like that, all in one motion. Right click, paste those frames. Okay, click off to the side. This is where they're getting smaller. See, I want them the opposite of that. So now watch this. Click here. All in one motion. Get all them. If we're lucky. Right click, reverse frames. So now these ones open for us. See that? They're going to be there and opening. Click on, get the fuzzy square, drag that up. Keeps me in line. Click on the deck. Bring that up. Now, I want the cards to go back into the deck. So if I go back here, here's where the cards are coming out of the deck. From there to there. So, let's grab from here, all in one motion, click, drag right across, pick up that one keyframe there. I've got from 16 all the way down to deck 1, from frame 1 all the way up to about frame 80, right click, copy frames. Now, using this arrow, this bar here, get us up to where we are. Here. That's where we want to be. Click here, all in one motion. Insert blank keyframe. While they're still highlighted, right click, paste frames. There's all those frames that did that for us. Now what we're going to do is the same thing. So get that you can see all that. I want to be able to see this first frame. Oops. I might have to play around a little bit. I want to be able to see this first frame and this keyframe. All in one motion from deck 1 down to deck 16. See, that's we're going to capture all that. We have it. Right click, reverse frames, and now the cards are put back on the deck for us. Wow. Click the actions layer frame right here. Drag that to the end. Right to the end here where there's these frames. Go down to the bottom and drag this one so it lines up with that. Now let's give this a test. Is that where I'm lined up to? Oops, 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 oops. Is that where I'm lined up to? No, gotta go a little further with this one. right to that, in line with that one, not this one, this clear. Same with this. Click, drag it back, click on this, clear this frame. Alright, and let's test this out. Test movie test. They deal out, they flip to blue, blue flips back to red, then they pause and go back into the deck and stops. Very good. Now we have to do that entire thing over again. I got my deck folder open, and in one motion I'm going to click here and right down and right click, convert those to keyframes. Alright, now what we want to do is the cards are up here, we want them to come down, the red ones, and to flip. So let's go back here. There's where they start to go down here. The red cards go down. They flip, and blue cards, and they go back. Okay, so we want to capture this. So start here. Come over as far as you can. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, until you have right here where the cards, the next one would be blue. No, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, right to here. Now you'll find my machine is a bit sluggish. Yours might be sluggish too when it happens. So that's where we got to go, all the way to 104, I think it is, 105. Whatever that keyframe right there is. Okay, so now let's do that again. In one motion, click, drag, 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 drag. I want that keyframe, come down, 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 and I have all those deck 16 to deck 1 where the cards come down and become small. Right click, copy all these frames. Now if you don't have a lot of RAM, this is going to be really difficult, and what you'll have to do is do one roll at a time, one layer at a time. If you have a lot of RAM, I have a fair amount, then you can do this. Okay, let's go up, 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 up to here we are. If I put my playhead here, there's where the cards are back on the deck. So click here, come down, right click, paste frames, and there's our second time the cards come down. Click on this one, drag it. We only have these come down twice, so we may as well come down here. If you have this extra one here, just remove this frame. Click on this one, get the fuzzy here, drag it over. I'm just doing them both at the same time here, sort of thing. Get the fuzzy here, drag it over, and come up here, get the fuzzy here and drag it over. So now we actually have the cards coming out for the second time. Now we have to now bring the blue cards in a different order this time, and then flip them, and that's the bulk of the graphic works. Come back here where the cards are opened, all in one motion. Click here, drag down, drag down, drag down. I got all 16 cards. Copy frames. Come here, go all in one motion, right click, paste those frames. So now if I was here, I could see those cards, and I'm going to use them as a reference point again. Okay. I can close the decks and open up the cards. So now these are the blue cards coming in. So let's scroll back for a minute. Right here at the end of all these, this is where all these blue cards are coming down. So click right here, come down all in one motion, get the fuzzy square, right click, insert blank keyframe. And for some reason my keyframes are blue, which means they're not blank, so something's not working right. So I'm going to click on these again, right click, I'm going to clear frames. Now if yours turned white the first time when you did the insert blank keyframe, then you didn't need to do that. But for some reason mine didn't clear because I see they were still blue, and then I cleared them, so now they're white. All right, come up here. After this line here, click, drag all in one motion. Make sure you have all 16. Deck one there. Right click, insert blank keyframe. And now we're going to bring up the new cards. So lock all the layers. Select card 16, this frame right here. Okay. Open up the library, and for this time on position 16, I'll move this over here. I want card number 7. So click card 7, drag it up onto the stage, and put it in this bottom corner right here. See that? Lock that. Open 15. 15 is going to be card 1. So find card 1, put it there. Lock that layer, unlock the next layer. This is going to be card 15. Open up the library, card 15. Lock that one, unlock this position 13, which is right here, and then I want card 8. Now, as before, I'm using my arrow keys sometimes. I'm going to tell you where the cards are going, and then I'm going to do them and get back to you. This will be card 2 in here, so get a pencil and paper, or like I said before, run it through and stop it. This will be card 2, this will be card 4, this will be card 5, this will be card 14. This will be 13, 3, 16, 12. This one will be 9, 6, 11, 10, and we already have these 4 done. So I'm going to do the rest of those and I will get back to you. I'm going to do the last few with you. I'm locking the 3 position, unlocking the 2, selecting that keyframe. This has got to be card number 4. Open the library, put number 4 in. Use my arrow keys if I have to. Locking that, unlocking card 1. Open the library, and this got to be card number 2. Now if I pull this down so you can see them all, that's what you should have. 2, 4, 5, 14, 13, 3, 16, 12, 9, 6, 11, 10, 8, 15, 1, 7. So now we have to flip them. Flip the cards. So let's push that up like that. I want to be able to see all 16 of my layers. And I am on frame 148. I said 148. I actually meant 348. So I'm in the 300 series. I want this to be about 30 frames long, and I'm on 148. So if I add 30 to that, that could be 178. Okay, so if I go to 178, roughly there, come down in one motion, make sure I'm only selecting one frame, one set of frames, insert keyframe, and half of that would have been 148 plus 15, which would be 153, I believe. Well, 353. Excuse me. I'm saying 148, but it's 348. 348 plus 15 is 363. So right in here, insert keyframe. And now, one at a time, I'll do a couple with you. Unlock this card 16, which is this position. And it's got to go small, big, small. So click here. Make sure you have the free transform tool. There's the squares. Bring this down. Don't worry about that red behind. Go here. Do the same thing. Click this one. Click here. Bring it down. Click here. Bring it down. I'll do one more here. Unlock it. Click off to the side. I had two. See how I had two selected? You don't want that to happen. And that's because I have them unlocked. So just make sure you're selecting one at a time. And make sure you get on that one frame. Bring that down. Click here. And if you're having trouble making the other one move, you can lock these previous layers. That's up to you. I'm here. I want the 8, which is this one. Oops, there. And here. I'll do the rest of them and I'll get back to you. I'm going to do the last two with you. I'm unlocking the card 2 position. And you see how that's around that? That's no good. Click off to the side and just click the one card. Selecting that first keyframe. Selecting the last keyframe. And unlock the last card. Select frame 1 here of that last card. And this last one. Make it 25% so I can see them all. And they should be all big here and all little. Click here, all in one motion. Grab all those. Right click, classic tween. Put your playhead here and click it. Enter, open and close. Just clicked off to the side here, got rid of those lines. That's enough for this video. It's pretty long. There's going to be a follow-up. Flash CS6 Tutorial 4, Card Trick Part 4. So make sure you save this FLA. I think we can get the rest of it in one more video. It's not a lot of animation to do and just a couple buttons to make. So make sure you save this FLA. Hope you learned something from this tutorial and I hope you use what you learned.